cheekyricho caramel ice cream with maple pecan toffee. Hi and welcome to cheekyricho's caramel ice cream with a maple pecan ripple. We've had a few requests lately for people who want to make ice cream and don't have an ice cream machine, and I'm going to show you how to do just that. Ingredients from the recipe box below, so let's get started. We'll put our pecans and our maple syrup to one side, be preparing that while our ice cream is chilling in the freezer. But to a stand mixer, we've just got some fresh cream. And we also have some, it's called top and fill or caramel condensed milk. And I've even shown you how to make this caramel filling from a can of just regular condensed milk. It's really quite thick, so we're just going to pop that in with our cream as well, and that will give it necessary sweetness and the caramel flavouring. Now we're going to whip this until it's quite thick, sort of a goldeny caramelly colour. Start off slowly to start with so you don't splash everything all over your kitchen. And then increase the speed as that caramel breaks down. Okay, after about 2 minutes, this is what you should have. It's almost like a caramel whipped cream at this stage. And we're going to continue to beat it, slowly dribbling our milk in. It's still quite thick at this stage, but the milk, of course, will thin it down. Now we've just got our caramel ice cream now. It's going to be poured into a container and we're going to pop that into the freezer. You can see it's really quite thick, almost like a custard pouring consistency. And we're going to chill that until ice crystals form around the outside edge, about an inch or 3 or so centimetres in from the edge. And then we're going to whip it again. So don't put your stand mixer away at this stage. If you have room to put it in the freezer in this bowl, by all means do it, but it must be a container that's capable of being frozen. Into the freezer we go. Okay, it's time to make our maple pecans. So we've got our maple syrup here. Over low heat, we're going to reduce this maple syrup down by boiling out the excess moisture in it. Just do it gently because this will burn because of the sugar content. Just bring it to a gentle boil and keep cooking it until it's reduced and gotten a little bit thicker. Use a wide based pan, and that way you have a larger area for the evaporation to take place. Okay, this is quite a bit thicker now. It's really very hot and it will get thicker when it gets cold in the ice cream. So we're just going to put that to one side and we're going to roughly chop our pecans. Now I'm just going to chop our pecans roughly. They're half pecans at this stage. I still want large pieces of the pecan so that when you're biting into it, you'll be able to taste something that doesn't taste like ground up nuts. So probably want pieces about quarter size or so. Okay, there's our nuts done. We've got some little pieces in there and some larger pieces. Put them to one side. Okay, our maple syrup is about the consistency of honey at the moment. It's still very, very hot, but it is a lot thicker than what it was. We're just going to add our pecans now. Just toss them in and we're going to toss them all through this maple syrup, which is really quite sticky. We don't want to add hot pecans to our ice cream. Coat these as much as we can and just allow them to cool. It's like a maple toffee at this stage. All those pieces have been well coated, and now we're just going to spread them out onto a baking tray that has been lined with baking paper. It will be spread out in a wider area, and we need to spread this right out. Now our maple pecans are particularly sticky. As they get a bit cooler, just break them apart with your fingers. Don't try this while it's still hot, because we want to evenly distribute it through our ice cream and we don't want great big chunks of it. So just while it's still a little bit warm, just snap those pieces off. There'll be a bit of stringy maple toffee attached to it, but don't worry about that because it will dissolve in the ice cream once it's in the freezer. It's just lukewarm now. It cools fairly quickly on the tray. And these are going to be little crunchy toffee coated nutty pieces throughout our caramel ice cream. Will be outstanding. Okay, now just set our little pecan pieces to one side. Now you can see our ice cream has got some pretty significant ice crystals around the outside and the top of it there. So we're going to whip that up again in our stand mixer and refreeze it. Slowly to start with, and then a bit faster to whiz it up. Then it takes about 30 seconds or so, and now we're going to freeze it again and repeat this process until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Back into the freezer. Okay, we've gotten a bit solid again. You see how it's getting thicker on the inside this time? Bring the outside to the inside at this stage. It's still a bit soft in the center. Just pop it back into the freezer at this stage once you've just brought the outside to the inside and expose the liquid part again. Back into the freezer we go. Okay, our ice cream is out of the freezer again. Just give it a bit of a swish around to break up those ice crystals. You can see they're really quite slushy at the moment. If you've got a fast freeze section in the freezer, this would be a good time to use that. Okay, back in the freezer we go. Okay, our ice cream has frozen again. It's still got quite a few ice crystals in it. You're going to whip it in the stand mixer this time for its final mix, just to break all those ice crystals up. So tip it into your bowl. If you've got room in your freezer to take your mixing bowl, that would be even better because it will be already chilled. That's what you have there. Gently at first. Okay, after 2 minutes, you've got quite a soft serve now. You have to move quite quickly. Back into our container, and we're going to fold through our maple pecans we made earlier. Scrape that out as quick as you can. And then it's in with our maple pecans. So just put those through. Really quite firm, a little bit sticky, but that's all right. Those are fold through before you put the rest in. And we're going to put this back into the coldest part of our freezer. Finally chill. This smells amazing already. You've got to try this. Let's fold those through. Well combined. Into the freezer we go. Okay, our caramel maple pecan toffee ice cream isn't quite firm enough yet, but it's firm enough for us to have a cone out of it. So we're just going to scoop it out now. See the chunks of maple pecan in it. There you have it. Cheeky Richo's caramel maple pecan toffee ice cream. Good?
Very nice.
Cheeky Richo's caramel ice cream with maple pecan toffee. The big chunks of maple pecan in it. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel and don't forget to please subscribe. And do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you and we're uploading lots of videos every week. And thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day. Have a taste, shall we? That is so good. Thanks for watching.